A couple of years back, I stopped using YouTube for anything other than video file conversions and took all my business pages down, or videos down, and put them on my own website. And it was primarily because of censorship, because of the one-sided conversations as it related to many things. Look where those one-sided conversations got us. Today, I believe that YouTube is one of many elements that are complicit in genocide. COVID itself, SARS-CoV-2, has the immediate effect symptoms, and then it has the long-term symptoms. By long-term, COVID produces a spike protein, and that spike protein lodges in your arteries and accumulates blood around it, forms blood clots. And what I saw also, it crosses the blood-brain barrier, so it causes other disorders too in the bigger picture. I'm saying this only because of what the mRNA treatment does is even worse. If COVID was the coal mine, the canary would be the mRNA treatment, and we're still in there. The accumulation, I don't know that it goes away. I don't know how long these spike proteins last in the body, but what I have found is that Nattokinase has been determined by 2 peer-reviewed studies to dissolve them. So some doctors call it Nattokinase, but it's K-I-N. I've looked it up. It's Nattokinase. And personally, I found the benefits. I'm on I'll be starting day 5 tomorrow of a 21-day treatment, 4,000 FUs, which correlates with my attitude towards these government institutions who should be protecting us instead of selling out to big pharma. The bottom line is, I had to realize that just because other people got the kill shot didn't mean we didn't get the slow kill shot by getting COVID and recovering. And the results were already very positive. I have periodically been getting foot cramps and hand cramps, and under certain situations it's very common. Some are too personal to describe, and others are cold weather and hovering around town. I've had to stop and get off my hoverboard to relax my feet and then I get back on. Since I started taking Nattokinase, I haven't had any of those symptoms. Now, granted, there could be a placebo effect to it, but it's a common effect. When you start on Nattokinase, you start to feel relief. Now, my first exposure to COVID was by way of a shipment on January 26th of 2020, manifesting symptoms the evening of February 10th, 2020, and it took me a few weeks to mostly recover. I say mostly recover because I don't think any of us with symptoms fully recover. The ones that are asymptomatic may not have any spike proteins in their body, but if you've been sick for that long, stuff is going to stick around. And that's what I can appreciate about Nattokinase. Those studies are proven to dissolve the spike protein of COVID-19. I believe it's also true for the mRNA treatment, which, and here's what doesn't make sense. If we know the spike protein in COVID-19 causes problems, why in the world would we inject something into our bodies that would create a storm of spike proteins? Why would anyone do that? Why would anyone design that? Who are the idiots that thought that might be a good idea? But in any case, I think relief can be found for both people who got the shot, and for those of us who got it and got COVID and recovered. Now that's my opinion. It's based on some personal experience and a lot of reading and listening to doctors who were silenced on YouTube. So, in my opinion, I'm going to put anything I want to keep on other sites other than YouTube. I personally don't care what happens to my account on YouTube because it's only used for things that are either of technical merit, like VR360, and video file conversions. I upload it, I download it, and I can make snippets. But I can do that with just about any software that's out there. I don't really need YouTube. I don't think society needs YouTube, especially in its current form. And as long as there's going to be censorship for a non-debate science, it's not really science, it's just killing people. And on that basis, I believe YouTube is complicit in the genocide caused by politicians, caused by Big Pharma in particular, and the forms of social media that silence the opposition instead of having an honest debate. That's my opinion. I am sick of this shit, and I'm sick to death of worrying about another family member is going to die because of the fucking shot.